How to clone my business loan broker slash agent business and make it yours. Hi, welcome in. This is Michael. In this video, I will show you a funnel, or in other words, this is a series of pages put together one after the next that you can take as your own and put in front of your people, or in other words, your clients. And you can communicate with them effectively, show them the funding process, show them the terms and rates, go through a sequence with them, get them into an application process and throughout. And I can give this to you. I'll leave more information to it down below in the description. I've also created a video like this in the past that I may leave down there as well. And you can check out this, what we have on screen, if you click down below in the description as well. So in a second, I will transition into this other screen fully, or at least with me on the corner. And I will be showing you what you can use as a one-click import, and you'll have this software where this is all put in this place, and it's all customized. I've done this for many years. Many people have taken advantage of it and have used it effectively. And you'll get the templates, the scripts, the pages, funnels within funnels. So you'll see other products that you can join and become as like an affiliate of. And without having your own product, put this in front of people in exchange for what you would get. So there's a lot of benefits with this that I'm going to be showing you in a second. But again, all of this will be down below in the description. And before I get into that very quickly, in case you're unaware of who I am, I've been a business funding expert for many years now. I started off in selective categories and niches, helping people in trucking with specific services, and then I branched out. So I've been doing it for a while, earning high six figures. Sometimes it cools off and it goes a little bit low, and then there's a burst in a specific season or time of the year, like the fourth quarter usually is at the time of me making this video. And so, with the disclaimer, I'm not saying that you will earn or will earn a significant amount. That is dependent on your effort, the results, of course, and more. But just so you know, I've been a business funding expert for quite some time. I'm a very introvert, analytical, cerebral type. So, why I also enjoy this industry a lot is because, and what I find fulfillment is reading documents. I'm a very math and system oriented person. So I like reading bank statements, tax returns, P&L, balance sheet, debt schedules, doing cash flow profitability analysis, EBITDA analysis. There's a lot more things with formulas that I'm more hands-on now in my career. When I first got started, though, and you might be here right now, you will not always have the luxury of partnering up with the top tier providers or lenders in specific services like the cash advances, or perhaps you've heard of merchant cash advance products. And I'm not going to get into the technicalities or the exact definition of that in this video. You can learn more of it in time. And I have credit, cash flow, liquidity, equity in different types of products and services that I've already combined in my repertoire, in my portfolio of what I've done. And so what happens is you will have to, in the very beginning, for the most part, if you work on a specific service, for the majority of it, you'll have to work with like a super broker or a brokerage. This is where the super broker or brokerage has access to these direct lenders, but you don't have direct access to. I'm already beyond that part because I've earned my keep. I've brought in a network or a client base, in other words, a deal flow. I'm not new to this anymore. But when I first got started, like you, perhaps you're in here, you're searching for content on the web, trying to figure out who to partner with. Do you have access to direct lender? Do you not? Like, that's not the question. The question is, who could you align yourself with first that you can get and bring in some deal flow and build that confidence with that lender if you are not with them directly. Now, there are other lenders who you can partner with that are like C tier, D tier, or B2C tier at times, where they're the lower level, where they're going to take lower level revenue clients in specific categories, niches, lower requirements of credit. Yeah, they're willing to bring you on a lot of the time. Some of them may not, but that's one thing. But also understanding that there are the top A tier and even B tier, A plus, A minus, that won't always let you partner up with them directly. So it's better to go through super brokerage. Or if you already have a partnership with them, like I already do have direct lenders with a lot in a base that I've already established. but I'll still take them through a super broker or a brokerage because of the flexibility there, because of all of the total partnership or their partnership of the team. And there's more flexibility with underwriting for an in-house look, for terms and rates, maximum funding, and everything being a lot more efficient in helping that client. Others would say if you submit, the lenders would say if you go to them directly, like or the client does, are you working with the broker? Go through the broker first. So there's a lot of levels to this business. There's the brokerages, there's the referral partner, there's a glorified or super affiliate, you could say, in terms of you just being a referral partner and not handling the documents. Maybe your client were to send you them, but you don't know how to read or interpret them. And I can help with that as well. And also, you don't want to be the one submitting it and putting together your own application package right now. In time, as you develop, as I have, and I still use other ways of doing this, then you could develop that if you wish so. But for this, let's say you want to partner up with somebody and they have the housing of lenders, or there's a partnership of a couple companies. There's a marketing arm and there's the actual brokerage or the super brokerage or the super broker. That's a great way to get started. And I still will submit people through there. And on the back end, a lot is getting done. And it's better and it's most effective for the person, for the market. There's a lot of conditions you need to meet. If you go directly, you might submit 1 to 3 lenders, but you're unaware of what you're doing or if that will really work. Now you've caused a lot of havoc, or you didn't get the person the right offer. Instead, you should have gone over here to have somebody else handle it. Maybe you're not an expert, but somebody else is, or they have more reputation in that, so they know what they're doing. So I'd rather take a chance, and I don't get access to a specific lender, or I do, but I'd rather send them here so they can get a look or two here instead of going over here as they change things. So there's a lot going on. So if you don't want to worry about all of that, is sending in to those experts that can help you. So let me get on this part now. And again, this will be down below. There might be another video, but everything here is done. This will be updated for 2024 as we're in that 2025, etc. But click step by step, click play to see setup instructions. So I have about a 42-minute video you can click on. It'll be very jam-packed with value. Please don't skip it. Please watch it to its entirety. Bookmark it, come back if you need to. And then over here, I just say PS, when inserting your own affiliate link to the call to action buttons, add the HTTPS before your link so it goes through. So you'll be given a specific link, and I'll get to that in a second. But step 1, if you haven't already done so, sign up as a DAC partner. I might have a different partnership over time. I might have extra partnerships. And the cool thing about joining underneath me is that I just don't show you one way. Like, yeah, there's these brokerages, super brokers, but there are also direct lenders. And what should you do? Even if you could partner with them, taking them here is a better opposition. It's a better thing to do. And so I've given you a lot when you join underneath me, with this partnership. Once you go sign up with this partner for free, that you can go through, and then you get your own replicated website. I'll give you a text message just welcoming you in. Usually that's what I'll do. And in this welcome text, I'll send a document where I put together a huge document over years worth and updating continuously. And sometimes I can't go back in there because I'm working with my own personal clients and I have other businesses too. So bear with me. But it's like over 20 or 30 or so marketing strategies, more or less, as things change, that you can use and implement that are working today, what I've used, so you can tap into my brain and really understand how I see things. Because I do a lot of things digitally. I do things on foot traffic, but a lot more today I do it digitally. I built a personal and business brand, not just a business, but a personal brand. And it's taken me many years. You might want to go down that route. And it's a lot of stamina, but it's a lot of continuous work. You're not going to find the result always the same day. Don't expect that in this business. And being a business loan broker or an agent, wherever you get started as, you have to build this foundation first. And it starts with your mind. It's not the credit score. It's not helping the business owner form the entity or find the right service. It's actually your mindset. It's your character. It's your characteristics. It's your confidence level with your certainty. It's the competence that then builds the characteristics then driving the behavior, or characteristics driving the core vision, value, and mission in your own personal life, to then your identity then drives your belief then drives your identity, and vice versa, and all that. So it's just having that level of a mindset built, and you have to build your personal development that'll take you to the longevity of this, and not just doing this short term, because there will be declines here and there. You might get one after the next and you're like, wow, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Instead, think about, how can I make this more efficient? what can I do to make this more predictable that a client will actually get to the next stage and then go through an offer and get an offer. So there's things that need to be changed, like the strategy and tactics. You might be doing it, but not enough of, or you got to change things. It's maybe the way, not what you say, but how you say it. Maybe it's an email, the way you put it up, or the way if you were on the phone with them, like, what did you say? Did you say too much? Did you not make it energy and time efficient? You don't always have to do this. This is why also I created this. I'm an introvert who doesn't like being on calls until it makes sense, until we get to a part of the process and what I have in my systems that I've created myself for processes and the right amount of automation when it makes sense. But I just want you to know that. So you'll sign up for free. You'll click here. It'll take you to a page. I'm not going to go through all of that right now, but you're going to click here. You're going to go sign up for that program. There's going to be a presentation there. Get signed up, then come back here. Step 2, start. And then another thing too, you're going to get free training. It's a great community and an environment. And another cool thing about this is it has a like referral setup. I'm not going to get in through the whole logistics of what is earning on this and that, but when you join underneath me, let's say, and you do go get a funding, you work on a client, you get funding, I get a percentage of that, 10, 20, 20, 40, whatever it may be as I build up and things like that. Now, my whole thing is working on personal clients. I have a huge portfolio. As we're talking right now, I've had people submit things in applications. I could tell with things on my phone that just light up. I've turned things off. And from other places, just getting notified. And so what I'd like you to know is this can work if you work it. And I work on a lot of personal clients. Yeah, there's the recruiting aspect. You don't have to recruit. If you decide, hey, you're on my team, but I want to build a team too, you can go out and do that. Now, would you rather prefer getting a few clients in and understanding the process and or funded and then do that? I would recommend it so you have that knowledge and experience of it and then not feeling like you're fake or something to somebody else, but you don't have to. That doesn't mean you're going to feel fake or not, but it's just you might have experience somewhere else recruiting or you just want to bring that in and that'll be helpful. That's fine. Doesn't necessarily make you or are that person. So back to here. So step 2, start your ClickFunnels free trial so you can one-click copy my funnel. So ClickFunnels is the software that you will be using. And this is just like a sales page software. So think about it like when you landed on an order page and you ordered a product or a service. Now there's a one-click upsell. So you click it or a one-click offer. You can click that and it'll add more to the package. After you purchase, then now you have another offer. And then if you didn't want that, there's probably a downsell offer for a lesser price or so with other benefits and features or product service. That's what ClickFunnels does. It allows you to build these enticing and very forthcoming and very strong sales pages. You can have lead capture pages, which is you're just collecting people's names and email addresses, taking them to the thank you page. Now that you've collected their name and email, you're following up with them via email and you're consistently communicating with them and not pressuring them. And that's why this is most effective in having a system like that on repeat where you can communicate with them even when you're not present and they can go and start an application even without you there. But I put everything together for you, like the videos. You don't have to recreate the videos. If you wanted to, you could, but it is all there performing strong. And so you'll get this, create your free ClickFunnels account with a free 14-day trial link. We'll open in a new tab, or get 2 months free and live video support when you purchase an annual plan by clicking here. Includes 14-day free trial. That might come and go. So by the time you're watching this, it may not be there, which is fine, but you can go start a free account. This will open a different web page, but since we're on StreamYard and how I have it set up, it's not going to show that as it opens up an external link. It should open that. So we're going to continue forward with this. Step 3. While you're logged into the ClickFunnels software and account, you'll have your back office, and you're probably wondering, well, how do I get this funnel? I have my free trial. Now, what do I need to do? One thing to know as well, as if this is something that you can cancel within 14 days as well, but I would see it through. If you have clients, even better. If you don't, it might take a little bit more time to get those into the door. And you might be in like credit repair and you want to use this, or you're in home mortgages, residential, and you have clients. Maybe you have a BNI group, a network, where you're all sharing and referring people. And you're like, yeah, I got a couple people who could use this, or they have a higher need for higher funding that they can qualify for. Would this really help? Yes, it will in many cases. So step 3, while logged into your ClickFunnels account, you'll click this button to import your funnel here in blue, as you see on screen. And so when I won't click it because I already have mine, but you'll get what I have in there and what's been changed. And so this will be your website to capture leads and host your bridge page. So it's like a website. It's a series of pages that when somebody clicks here, they'll go to the next page and things like that. Import your copy of the high ticket quiz funnel. This will be your website to capture leads and host your bridge page. So similar. So I can say high ticket, low ticket, medium. Just depends on how much a client would get. And again, that's a disclaimer based upon the effort that you put into this. And here, this is just a quiz that I put together with this one up here that you could use. It's optional as well, but I have it because a lot of the times when people watch videos and go through blog posts and stuff and they go to the next page, I want to test them on what they actually viewed because they could have forgotten. They probably just skipped through. And I don't want any unqualified clients coming through at the end of the day. If they are, there's one thing here or there. Sometimes you can't know. It's on the back end. But I want to know, do they meet all the qualifications for it? Unless or not, or am I wasting my time? Are they wasting their energy and time? All this other stuff. Was there a better option? There's things to consider. So step 4, access your bridge page script. So this here, you can use the written word. I have templates. I'll go into the funnel software in a second, but you can use the written word, but the video side works a lot better. I've seen it convert a lot higher, and that's what I would use. So definitely afraid to go on camera. You can use this script and have a designer create an animated explainer video from Fiverr, hire a video creator from there. Optional steps, rates may vary. And so that's upon you if you want to do that. And it's very enticing. I've used Fiverr quite a bit for many reasons and for helping and from those experts who know things that I don't, or I know it to a degree, but do I want to put my energy and time in it? As you grow your business, as you grow as a business owner, you can't be wearing all multiple hats. You can't give your energy and time to everything. So you have to understand that. Step 5, connect your autoresponder and access follow-up email. So this is the magic of it. With the funnels, you're also going to get a free Aweber account. This is what I use to follow up with clients. It's an email marketing software. And why this is so important, it's because it doesn't take 1 to 2 touch points or 1 to 2 times to remind a client for them to go in an application. At a lot of times, I still have clients who do very first day. Other times it might take 2 to 3, 7 to 11 days on average, or even more with these types of things. So you need to find a way to communicate with them effortlessly, where you're dripping out emails to them. Excuse me, I was gonna say campaigns. There's different campaigns you can create within a list, and there's different lists you can create. That's something else for another time. I've done many of that, but you can create a series of emails that get dripped out to them like every day or every other day, every other 2 to 3 days. Wait 2 days or wait 1 hour. You can set up all this, wait 6 hours, wait a day, 24 hours, and then it sends out the next email. So you're continuously getting in front of them via email in the inbox that is landing in there. A lot of the times, spam, it could happen at times, but you want to have things set up where it lands in the inbox. And if they were to land in spam, you can just say, hey, I just wanted to know that my email, you get it, did it land in spam? Can you do me a favor and please right click or however they would do it and then go ahead and put that in the inbox? Can you do that for my next 3 emails if that happens? That way it's going to happen more frequently that it lands in their inbox. And that's usually what can happen. Sometimes that might change. There's a tactic right there. But Aweber, you can get a free account. They should still have that up to 500 subscribers. If not, it's still very usable and great. Another alternative would be Gmail. I still use Gmail a lot, especially for cold emails that I'm communicating with people, especially when I'm connecting with them on LinkedIn, or I have multiple touch points. I've connected with them on LinkedIn. I send them a request on Facebook, or I follow their page. I give them loves and likes on that, follow their Instagram and that, and then also sending them an email. And they don't know much about me, or they probably heard about me, but you're making multiple touch points. And I have a training for that. I'll try to leave down below on LinkedIn training, as well as it's in the how to promote document when you sign up as a partner underneath me. And so Aweber is going to allow you to put these emails together, broadcast. You can send a broadcast out whenever you like. You have these emails going out, and then you could send a broadcast, an update, or a newsletter update, or here, I got something else for you. Here's a new video that came up. You send them to their video on YouTube or blog or social media post, or you just reconnect with them and you schedule an appointment if that's what you want to do, things like that. And it's very helpful and resourceful. You can use Google for free, GMass, use the GMass Chrome, and then also be able to send out emails that way and personalize it. And you can do it for different industries. I don't know why that's happening. Especially haven't had breakfast. That usually would happen after I had oatmeal, probably from the meal before. I had a light meal, I had like a salad. Not too much. I was eating quite a bit the days before, so I was trying to slow it down. And so that's what you can use Aweber for, and you can sign up for that. And then the magic of it is you can copy and paste my email sequence. I won't go through all of it here for time as well. And I've had another video where I've showed quite a bit of that. And so we can move forward with all this, but you'll see it in there. And this video up here should explain the majority of it. And I have more content down below so you can see that and what's inside and more. But here you're going to create your free Aweber account. Unless you already have an autoresponder, you can use that one, or you're using Gmass. But I would recommend using Aweber to send out those emails so you don't have to. You can set it and forget it, and you can tag people into different email campaigns and do a lot more with it. Need help? See the step-by-step Aweber integration instructions here. Copy and paste the email sequence. I've already done all of that for you, so I know it's high converting. I've tested this over 20 to 30,000 people that I've helped and clients, whether they receive funding or not. Like, everybody's at a different stage, different service. They need credit repair. They probably do merchant processing. So let's get them payment processing, credit card processor and system set up first. Customer financing, do they want to do that? Do they need healthcare? Are there other products that they can use? Like, are they a coach and a consultant? Because with a funnel software like ClickFunnels, you could give them templates on like coaching and consulting if they're that, or if they're in a specific space, maybe CBD niche, and they want a funnel, and then you can show them like more ways on how to give this. And now they're underneath you and they sign up underneath you. So there are a lot of possibilities with using this and other programs. It's not just one, and there's going to be reoccurring when they're underneath you as an account on ClickFunnels. It's reoccurring every single month, and you want that reoccurring coming in every month, not just one big percentage coming in or one lower percentage, and you got to do it again the next month or next week, and you got to depend on new clients or your returning clients, but your returning clients don't come back fast enough. That tends to happen. So, and at times it might move quicker from one service to the next, like a cash advance to a term loan to an SBA loan, vice versa, or whatever they're doing from cash advance to SBA if they can, and more. So new pages update, watch the video below. That'll explain more. Part 2, I released this not too long ago, and I added a few more things. Please click the update video below just so you know what's coming into this and what is all involved. So now let me go ahead and show you, this inside. So these are all the pages on the left-hand side you see here. These are going to be pages within pages. I don't want you to get overwhelmed as I scroll down through this. Just bear with me. I had previous things for other businesses, and then I put the business funding stuff in the same one. I wanted to keep it all in one place. And then for exceeding amount of funnels that I have and getting into another subscription plan that I don't need at this time. So I put a lot of it in here. And so on the left-hand side here, there's going to be pages within pages for different programs. So we're going to pass all this. You can use these things. That's the cool part about it too, is you can be an affiliate or a funding referral partner without getting too hands-on with everything. And even if you are hands-on with everything, like I said, I still will come back and submit through this. And it's a lot of flexibility, versatility, beating offers, and it's great opportunity to use. But over here, you can use this for different affiliate programs. If you decide you want to go into a different niche or have a different business or a different business model for this, there's that as well. I've built different businesses in the affiliate direct space, for the digital marketing agency, lead generation space, other ventures. And now this has been my primary focus as a business funding expert. And I've just taken time out of my busy schedule to show you this, but I got to get back to reviewing documents after this is done. So I'm going to try to end this here soon, but you're going to come down here to where it says DAC opt-in variation 1. And so that's already clicked. Up here, we're going to go ahead and see the page, but there's a split variation. You can split test this, like send the traffic 50-50 to split test a headline. I'm not going to go through all of what you should split test in it right now, but you can also create a different variation completely and then just not split test, but then run all the traffic to one side instead of split testing. There's a lot of things you can do, or create a different funnel step. You can clone this, but here, let me open this up and it'll show something like this. Live the true business lifestyle. Ever wanted to have a super profitable and high cash flowing business without worrying about being taken advantage of, without interest rates, seriously, and without having to put down collateral while getting up to 2 million plus incredibly fast funding? My name is, and you can put your name there, first and last, I would do. It resonates more. And I help, you could put construction businesses, truckers, but as you're getting started, at times you don't want to be so niche and narrow, as you'll learn. You might over time but I help small businesses. I help medium-sized businesses, or you can put more specific if you want, but I help small business owners, excuse me. You can say small businesses. Owners build, grow, expand, and even get out of a tight pinch through alternative working capital. Even if they have no experience and have been denied time and time again, you can even put by the banks, etc. Customize it more if you need to, and run it by me to see if that is effective. And it's as effective, even more when it's being tested and ran through when people are going on this page. If you are interested in becoming a thriving business owner, click the button below to watch a free presentation that will reveal the formula. Start now. And over here it says PS, free 20 plus grant. I'm going to put document here. I was moving some things around, but free grant list they will get. And I can give you that you can give away to your own clients for free. And even if you didn't give them anything for free, they could still opt in. But it's about high conversions, cost per acquisition costs, driving that lower and understanding what your ratio and numbers will be. So giving somebody an incentive of something of high value, not just something for free, but something of free of high value of an offer that maybe somebody would have to pay for, that's even better to align. So they go, hey, okay. But they might want to learn more. Oh, you can put a picture of yourself. Here's my first and last name. I'm excited to share with you this and this. You can put a little about me bio. I can change things up. What's inside? The exact funding framework that's allowed millions of business owners to push forward faster and easier. Oh, here's the free grant list again. So, okay, just a reminder. But let me click here then. I'm going to enter my first and last name. I'm going to do that. They're going to do what they need to do. I'm going to probably change things up here. You can put your own offer. It doesn't have to be a free grant list. It doesn't have to be anything, but I always recommend giving them something for free, not just a presentation is one thing. If that's enough for them, okay, it is. If they are a warmer lead coming to you, if they're more of a colder lead, they might need more of an incentive because they don't know you enough of yet. Or maybe they do know you, but they still would like that. And so, okay, get exclusive access. They're going to click this. And then now it'll take them to this page. See, I have already created the video for you. Things might change over time, but it says here, the number one thing or the one thing most struggling business owners are missing is the right online business funding. Click play for a quick message from and then my name. And it's about a 3-minute video that they'll watch. It's very presentable and professional. And I'm going to communicate with them effectively. And that's another thing that a lot of agents that are getting started, not even full-on business loan brokers that are working directly, even if they work directly, they still get this messed up, is how you communicate with them. I'm not good with my words. I'm probably the least at it. I just have built the skill set up over years. And it doesn't come naturally to me, but I have to practice it like many. But I've learned this very well. I've learned the marketing. I've learned a lot of that. I'm not a salesperson. And I come from an academic background. I studied. I went to school. I did a bit of sociology. Then I did a bit of Division I soccer. I'm not genetically gifted. I'm not like that prototypical athlete. I've just always had the heart and the mindset for things. And then I got into chemical engineering. I really wanted to do that. I'm a math head at heart. Did that for a bit. Chemistry is my favorite class. I loved it. Helping usually people in that class. Never took anything for granted. Very thankful and grateful. And then I made a big decision. So I wanted to start a business. I got into the business side. Got my degree through that. And I've worked in construction, manufacturing, getting my hands dirty, going to job sites, things that were high risk that I had to move from. Manufacturing, working the machines in an aerospace company. In the production floor, that's right, I said production floor, getting into a blueprint room, doing cast drawings, reading blueprints, putting molds together, getting people their equipment, other companies warehousing, rampaging. Yes, a rampaging. In my younger 20s, a lot of this. Learn, live and you learn. Not everything in life is linear, and I loved it. I got into rooms with the owners, eventually working in a financial logistics company, servicing HP and P-Cell. I was working for a huge contracting company, servicing them and other companies within the vicinity, and facility. And doing a lot of inventory management, budgeting, Excel spreadsheets, ordering, and not being able to move up another role because of the person in front of me and being over-promised and under-delivered and underpaid immensely. And I was there for more stability reasons, post-academics too, and a lot of this other stuff building. And I had to lift media boxes too, and it was quite heavy and different things in the shipping and receiving center, but it didn't pick up so fast, and that's why I took it too. And for what I could find growth in, it just didn't happen or didn't like evolve as quick as it should have. And so I had to go back on unemployment benefits and food stamp cards. And it was not a good feeling going to the grocery store, not even being able to lock eyes or look at the person, but just thankful and grateful when I walked out, but just in the back of my mind, knew I'd have to come back. But I did that at the time before the company went down under, because that's what happened. I had to be relieved amongst 50 plus people without wrongdoing. It just happened, a transition into another company first and then down under. And I was already preparing in that company, doing a digital marketing agency lead generation. There's a long story to this. I might leave more information down below. If not, that's okay. But long story short of it is I started a digital marketing agency lead generation business. health affiliate marketing, other affiliate verticals, and then other ventures. And then I got into the business funding space, and I took it hard. Like I have had outsourced dealer work, and I said I'm going to focus on this because I funded those businesses, and I really wanted to steer people in the right direction. I was tired of it. I know what I went through. I know what a lot of people went through, and I didn't want people to continue down that path. This online marketplaces, advertising just a lot of money per month. Just because they do that doesn't mean they're any better. And just because they have 40, 50 people working for them doesn't make them any better either. And I just wanted to make it more, I don't want to say the word private, but I wanted to make it more close-knit of a culture and environment for people and have access to me in different ways. And not always is it this. I can't always be there to do that. And it has to be given appropriately. I'm very good about calculating that, because if you start giving everybody this and every single day and they don't go through or not even start an application like they were supposed to, like now you look back on it and go, I probably should never have given them that. But I build that reputation with them. You build that like connection with them, and you want to build that. And it's hard for me to open up as a person, but even just giving them a little bit is helpful. Getting to know them as a person is what you should do. And then in business, really find out their core vision, values, and mission. Understand where they want to go in life. How's their health? How's their relationship? How's family? What could they do better? What do they want to do better? What are their goals? What are their aspirations? Not in just business, but what is it without a business if they never had one? Who are they as a character? Because that's what I find, and that's what I want to find in a person, the right character, or just working towards that. Not ignorant, not stubborn, not arrogant, not cocky, not egotistical, and all these other things. If you are, you leave that out the door. If I'm willing to work with you, because I've had to drop a lot of clients, even clients who do like 2 to 3 million a month, not a year. I've declined because of who they are. And they sabotage themselves, but they're going to bring me with them. No, thank you. Or they're going to cause problems and friction in the process. We haven't even started an application, even when we start. So it's like, you got to understand that it's not for the money. And this is a passion project of mine. I have my other businesses, but I've been in this for a while. And that's what I've been focused on. And it's been working for me because I've been doing the activities day in and day out to get the activity ROI, not just the financial ROI, but the activity ROI. So here, all of this will be there. And again, going on unemployment benefits at the time, even going out for a meal with family, I didn't want to let them down continuously doing that. And you can have your own story to share with people. So I got sick and tired of it. And I know I needed to make a change at that time. And they wouldn't say I was a burden. And I really wasn't, but that's what it felt like. And I even just splitting a meal, even doing 100% or just 10% of it, I felt guilty for not being able to provide that. And it just, even when I could, it's like, just wrestling with all that. So here is more information. They can click on the Start Now button for anyone who wants to get up to 2 million incredibly fast funding, but doesn't know where to begin. So now that they went through that page, here, discover how to get superior funding so you can build, grow, expand, and even get out of a tight pinch, plus new updated services under this video, such as the self-employed, 1099, gig worker funding. So there are always things being updated in this industry with this specific partnership here. And so you'll see that from time to time. Maybe the video changes, maybe I add more underneath it, but that is there. And so see the latest qualifications and requirements. You can click here and get a Google document. They can read that as they watch and they can hear. It'll open an external window. And or if when they're ready, they can click down here, but there's PS, additional services have been added. Here's how to learn more about the service, or I might take them to another video of this funnel. There's always things that are being updated, or it can be external. And then down here, click the button below to start your free up to 2 million application. They click there, they go over to that other page, and then they can go ahead and get started. And because I've walked them through in this video that is very well in depth, going through the services, they're ready to go. And all meanwhile, you're emailing them. You're welcoming them in. In the first email, in the email sequence, if I'm not wrong, and I might change things, it's let me introduce myself, pics inside, and you can give them an understanding of who you are. That's where you're going to want to layer that. And people resonate with people. If they don't know, like, and trust you, they won't work with you. But there's also a lot of business owners who are relentless in the ways that they don't care about that. They don't care about you. They only care about what can be done for them. And I get that. It's about them. But a lot of them will like trespass or just push over and just apply anywhere and everywhere without caring about that aspect. So don't be surprised if that happens. There are a lot of people who are generally like that. They're not entrepreneurs. They're just business owners. And nothing wrong with that. No throwing anything at them. But it's just an entrepreneur really thinks different. Like we think different as in my mindset. Like I'm focused on who the person is first to qualify. And then I want to know what the business is it. And you could do it vice versa, but you're going to realize you're going to tire out over time if you don't get the right people in. And you don't build that camaraderie, build that understanding with them. You don't have to be friendly unless you find the right people, which I have over time, many, and that'll just develop naturally. Don't push it. And so here they can go ahead and get started. And all meanwhile, you're emailing them. And here, let me go through now another part of the sequence. You can't see this because I have it with StreamYard on how I have it set up. But here I'm clicking on a different funnel link or a web page. We're on the rates now. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and I'll transfer windows in a second. So now it could be the same day you send it to them, or it could be the very next day, or wait a day, send it to them. If they're having questions about the rates that weren't covered in the other video, as in entirely, and they're looking for more, you can even send them this direct link right away. You don't have to wait a day. If they're asking for that, you're like, I can explain it to them because I learned it. You got the training for it with the partnership. But you're like, I want Michael to share with them in this video, or just ask supplemental information because I think he can explain it better and is an expert and understands this, not only from one place, but to the next. Because I work with a lot of direct lenders. I'm on the back end doing a lot more work than the traditional broker does. And at an agent level, if you're just a referral partner, you're not doing a lot of this other stuff. Or you might be doing a little bit of it, but not enough of it. Or you just don't have that whole understanding. You don't want to get that involved, or you're not there yet, or you can't build that yet. So that happens in time. So how to get 0% interest rate funding and simple repayments, even if you have piss poor credit. I might change this a little bit, but that kind of gets them in and goes, oh my, even if I have that, I do, or I don't, but I have to watch this. So if I have good credit too, this applies. Yeah, even that applies. But there's a service with the partnership that is very huge in what they focus on. And in this, these are the cash advances, merchant cash advances, if you heard of them. They're not technically loans or business loans like banks. They're based upon future receivables, future sales and revenue, what the client will generate in the future based upon the current patterns and their current spend, their expenses, the current cash flow, their revenue, their net, all this other stuff that's looked at in bank statements. And if they need tax returns for higher than 100 or 150,000, that can be looked at. And I know how to read a lot of this stuff. I do my own mathematical formulas. I understand what the underwriters are going to see. And because I really have wanted to become a full underwriter myself, the reason why I haven't done it is because of flexibility. You can't just be on call, really. And because of the opportunity cost of foregoing that, that's fine. There's pros and cons to this side, but I like the middle to back end work. I'm a back end person. I'd rather be a silent partner, not working with the people up front. Although I've done quite a bit of that, I might have, and you might do this in time, is have people that handle the appointment setting, or have people who handle your social media, or have people who communicate with the client, and they're going to work with that person that you have set up while you do the back end work, while you give them something else in the back end you're reviewing, or something else is happening. But a lot of the times in the beginning, you're going to be doing a lot of the front end work. And if you just do that throughout the journey, that's fine. But just understand what you're giving up. Understand that if you do give that up, they don't have a touch point with you, and they want to connect with you, not this other person that you put in front of. You're the brand, you're the personal and business brand, but you have to remove yourself at a time. Maybe you connect with them later on in the process. Maybe you send them an email, or just get connected with them and say, hey, we reviewed this, and before we get into the application, I just wanted to make sure you knew this. And okay, that was explained already. Okay, good. Or later on in the process. But you'll learn how to build this over time. I'm just more of like a back end data person and all the front end, and you're going to learn that it could be exhausting a lot on the front end if you're doing a little bit of everything. I know what it's like wearing multiple hats, which I still do for a majority of it, which is fine, which is based on choice, which things are working just fine. But you might burn yourself out a lot at times in the beginning. You're like, they're not getting through, they're not starting, they're getting declined. Like I thought they'd get approved, or they just changed their mind at this part of the process. Like, and then you look back and go, I think I didn't do all that on the front end. I think I just worked on this. But that's not always the case, but just take it with a grain of salt. So this is a service that doesn't have interest rates. It's more of a factor rate. So it's not a traditional business loan. If they weren't going to go through this product itself, there are other services like a line of credit or lower funding. And if they don't have it in this partnership, by the time you're watching this, I have other partnerships, and I'll share with you those. You can submit through me, because a lot of lenders that are high tier especially, or at a point where they're like, you're new, or you just don't have enough deal flow or a client base, and it just won't work. Please let us know if you have a client base first, and we might submit you directly. But there's other things that they'd rather have you do. And then through me, then I can set you up that way, especially with the credit products. Like a lot of people right now, and I can work out a compensation plan. I'm very reasonable with that. I can put it together for you, like I've done for many, and say, hey, you can earn this and this. I'll give you more or less if I have to do more work. Very reasonable. You can submit through me. I have a link. Everything will get reviewed on the back end there, taken care of. And then I'll communicate it with you on the results. Here's the results you can share with your client. There's a lot of different setups. So you can submit through me a lot of the times, and we can help one another out, and that'd be awesome. So here they can click this video. It's 29 minutes. And again, if things change, but it's very well put together. The rates explained for the specific program. But look, again, they can go ahead and click here to apply for funding. And then go back to a similar page or your unique affiliate link. So you'd put your link here, and that will drive them there. You can put mine if you don't want to be hands-on, or you're an accountant who's hands-on, who's hands-off, but you probably wouldn't have a system like this if you're going to do that. Probably submit through email. And another thing to do is you can submit through email. A lot of people will still do that, is they sign up and they send me like, here's the client's information, maybe bank statements and more if necessary, if need be, not always, but here's this person and I'll submit it through my link and I'll give you credit as well. But I'd rather have you join with this, the way that it's set up, and it's not hard because you don't have to go through all the document reading. I love doing that, like myself, not always through here, but through other setups, because I'm analytical. I'm just like that. And even if you are, like, you might not want to be hands-on with that. I just wouldn't be doing this anymore if I couldn't do that. Like, if somebody just told me to just send people in and just do the front-end qualification, no, I didn't go through all this school, or I didn't do all this just to communicate qualifications and requirements. Not that that is like bad or anything, but continuously doing it over time, and you look back on things and you go, man, I wish I would have been doing this part of the process a little bit more of. So everybody has a unique position. You're not me, I'm not you. We might have similar characteristics, qualities, inequalities, but we're all here for a common goal, is to help one another first and help people get through the process of getting funding. So they can go through that. Here, I'm going to go ahead and open up another window. Here's another template you can't see right now. Give me 1 second. Now, I might condense this into one. Right now, why I have it set up as two is because I want you to get as many touch points as you can. A lot of the times people have a question on what are the rates of certain products. You can cover the rates and terms in one video, which I more or less did. But I also can send them another email. You can also send them another email to remind them if they haven't seen this, or if they have, but hey, here it is again, how to get up to 24-month terms, even more. But a lot of the times with these products, 4 to 24 months, if they needed more than 24 months, I have other steps in the funnel I won't cover in this video, but you can send them to another funnel process, where if they can go get a bank term loan or an SBA loan, or are not ready yet, but they want to know that, there are other steps in this funnel that you'll get. And I'll walk you through it in like the later video, in the Clone My Funnel at the very bottom, like one of the most up-to-date videos down there. But you'll be shown like what are those steps, and you might not take them to this brokerage or this super broker. You might take them somewhere directly, or you might take them somewhere else indirectly too, but it's better there. And you can also use my contact forms. I may give you access. I may tell you to use your own contact forms, or it's better that you use that over time. So when they click a button, it doesn't take them to this other, like similar to here. It could take them over to my contact form. And then I'll put together something very customized and personalized with the PDF based upon their details, because I know how to pre-underwrite/underwrite. So I'll pre-underwrite without documents. I'll share with them what they could potentially go after based upon what they submitted. And it's not an application at that point. I am not a creditor. And then from there, you can use your own link or my link, and then we go through the process of that. So I'm doing more of that back-end work at that point. And then you can use your own contact form with Google Forms. I have content on this. I'm going to try to leave it for you down below in the description. There's too much right now to cover and all that. So here's the terms. But again, look, click over here to start. Oh, okay, I can start again. Cool. So what are the underwriting terms and rates for like the advance? What could I see in rates in terms for the line of credit, for the lower funding, and perhaps other types of funding? There's equipment funnels for this if need be, for other locations too, and more or less that. So things get updated time and time again. Things might go, but here, let me move to another one. And this is like the bread and butter. This can go up front. You can even share with them like your unique links. Make sure you, here, I'll try to show you this in time. And the other videos will show you, but let's go ahead and open this one up. And then here is the inside look of the application. Like, why wouldn't your client want to know that? When they know that, there's even more certainty. It's like, oh, you went an extra level up, or maybe they didn't think about it that way. But business capital up to 2 million inside look, and there's more information underneath here on like the step-by-step. If you wanted to see the reading version, like they click this button, they're going to go to this app sequence, and everything is there. And things can get updated. Things probably have expired a little bit here and there, but they're going to see it all, and it's helpful. And look, they can go ahead and start here. Want to see the readable version of this? Boom, yes, I do. While I'm listening, Google Doc, if they have it logged in, even better. They're going to be able to get that. Click here to start, and they can take them to the same process. And you can continue to show them different links too as well, but your own link, the homepage link that's attached to you where you get credit, or it could be the direct page or the page right before that actually that take them then to that input of information. So that is all there. And then let me go ahead and open up. There's a reviews page. I'm not gonna go through the rest of it. The other video will cover it all, but there's reviews. There's other things you can use as like getting them to opt in. You can have them use a free lead magnet page. I've created that for you. Other variations. And then if they're not going to go through this setup, they can go through another program and all of these other things in mind. But that's what I wanted to show you. But how useful could it be if you use this going into 2024 and beyond, and be able to implement this and clone this for yourself and have the luxury of being able to communicate effectively with that client? SMS, you are reaching out to them via email, direct message, perhaps it's a call if need be, another form of contact. It's multiple touch points that will really help you with the people you are serving and being there and showing up for them. Like I give my people my personal number. I have a business number. A lot of the times they will use my personal number, or my business number connects to my personal number. There's a lot of different setups you can have over time. You don't have to start buying all these things and start accumulating expenses, but this is very helpful and useful. And if you don't use this, you don't always have to use it. You can just send people to my email if you needed to and you had questions, and I might have them submit my questionnaire form. I might send you my questionnaire form to have them submit, but I'll keep track of things. I'll do other things. I'll get them into the application or using your link or mine or however it's supposed to be set up or however you want it to get set up. You do it on your own. All this other stuff can be worked out. I've been doing this for a while now, but residual is the key component to this. You can build your own team. You don't have to do it. It's a network marketing MLM setup with that company, but you don't have to do that. I'm not a network marketer at heart or an MLM person. I don't even necessarily like that space because of what it's known as, but things have changed with this. This isn't like every other an MLM and network marketing company, but I have clients and I have people that I serve, and that's what I focus on. But I have people who join underneath me every single day without me even communicating with them. And I'll just send you a welcome text message and an email, not phone and all this unless it's a game plan. But even at the game plan stage, we don't have to go through all that. I can communicate it with you in other ways, or if you already have it going. And it's just about energy and time. If I were communicating with every person every single day, I would get nothing done. And I'd just be focused on recruiting. No way. Out of here. Bye-bye. And recruiting can do a lot, especially if people are earning and you earn a percentage of them and you can help people. If that's what you want to focus on, that's what you focus on, but you don't have to. And then you also have this ClickFunnels software. So if you share this with other people, share this with your clients, have them go through the process while you're there with them, or they're just looking at it on their own. They're curious and they want to know more too. And then you can also share this with other people who would like to join. And you can do that. And I can help you find those people too as well. And share this with them. And then they can share it with other people. And now they have people signing up. You have people signing up. Now they got an Aweber account. Now they got all of this. But it is very helpful and effective in building a business at the end of the day. You can also focus on your own personal clients. That's what I do every single day. So that is everything from me. I hope you got a lot of value from this video. There's more that I can uncover into the funnel steps, all these pages, but that video and that clone my funnel page here, let me put it on screen. All of this here will break it down for you. Everything you need to know on the inside, on the outside of things. And again, remember, you have something here that potentially can change a lot of your life in this upcoming year and throughout, and then the next one. And if there are funnels within funnels, like I showed you a little bit earlier, you can even use a similar setup to those, sign up with those partners. It's a whole different business model, but use those products. I always recommend be the user of the product to really share it with others. And I bought courses before just to see if I can implement that into my other businesses, into my health business, into another one. And it does work. Some don't work or don't work as effectively. And I share with people why these courses have worked, not just taking it and turning it and then promoting the thing that I just joined. No, I want to make sure it's life changing, that I've implemented this in ways that it's worked. But then over time, if you want to do that, do it. Or in the beginning, look after doing that and bringing that in and bringing people underneath you and start doing more. You can even add more accounts, maybe Canva, that you can go have them upload templates that you have or whatever. It could be something else completely different. And now they're signing up to more. Maybe they want to sign up themselves for merchant processing or, the possibilities to this, it is endless. Trust me. So that is everything from me. Look down below in the description for this information to get started. If you did get value from this, please give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Be very thankful for. And regardless, I'm always thankful. And share it with people you don't even know about. Spread the word out there. You have people who are looking for a home-based opportunity going into the next year and years beyond, and they want to have and generate generational wealth. They want to have something that's running for them on repeats, and they want to be sure that this is well-oiled of a machine, that they're doing this continuously, doing it ethically, and it's working for them. Share this with them. Hey, I have a sister, a friend. Oh, I have a coworker or somebody who's really struggling, or they're not, but they'd like to learn this, or they're temporarily trying to learn this before they get back into the realtor business, or whatever they're trying to do to pick back up in the market. There's a lot of different things. A lot of people transition into a new job. And I, again, like I said, I have different businesses, and so I can help also segment these into others and see how complementary or substitutionary they are to one another. And so you don't have to go out there and spend a lot of money on courses and 800 and 1,000, 3,000. Sometimes it's helpful, it's not, but it's not what it all appears to be from the beginning. So be careful of a lot of these courses. And I've made reviews of these courses and so forth. But this is going to be a great way to get started, especially if you're a starter. Even if you're not and you have all these direct lenders, but you want a more streamlined way and ensure that your client can go through this process more effectively and get a better offer, like this is the way to go. And if you have other offers, yeah, we can try to line those up and I can help you. And there's other parts of the funnel for that. So if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Click that bell notification icon so you do not miss any future content I'll be coming out with. And that is all for now. Thank you very much and take care.